Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this online meditation session. So my name is Anton, and we are conducting this today with Rutu, who you can see on your screen as well, and other people also supporting us with some technical and we practice Sahaja Yoga meditation, and in fact, this online meeting is part of the Sahaja Yoga West Coast meditation tour, which is taking place right now. This is a second session, so every session we are talking about our subtle system and the center in our subtle system and its qualities. And today's session is going to be about the second center, which is called the Swadhisthana. So if we have any new people today, I'm going to talk about this center first, and then we do the protocol of realization, which awakens our inner spiritual energy. And then we will meditate on that center with Ruturaj. Ruturaj is going to conduct that. Emily, will you please bring up the slides? Okay. So, so the Swadhisthana chakra is one of the subtle centers within our body. So we have a physical body, as well as we have the subtle system inside us and subtle body. And that knowledge of the subtle system, it's mainly there in Asian and Indian culture. They know about that more than they know about it in the West, but it's definitely there and there is a lot of knowledge about it, and there is um, a lot of ways to look after it and to keep ourselves in good state throughout our life. So we are going to cover um, some knowledge about the Swadhisthana chakra, the experience that it gives, the benefits that it gives if we can purify it. Some balancing techniques, how to balance the chakra, how to bring it to proper state. Next slide, please. So this is the diagram of our subtle system inside us. And as you may know, it's like it's commonly known already that there are 7 centers within us. We are talking about the second center, and we count them from bottom to top. So the first one at the bottom is called Muladhara center chakra, and the second one is called Swadhisthana chakra. And every one of us has 3 energy channels that corresponds to our emotional side and to our active side, as well as to our spiritual growth. So the left channel is responsible for our emotions. The right channel is responsible for our action and rational thinking. And the central channel is responsible for our spiritual ascent in our life. And every center in our subtle system also reflects on our feet and on our palms, on the fingertips, and it projects on certain places on our body. And that knowledge that we keep in Sahaja Yoga, and we know if we get some sensations on our fingers or fingertips, on some places in our body, we know what center is having a problem, or how to give the proper treatment to fix that center, to fix that problem, how to address it properly. Next slide, please. So that center of Swadhisthana, it has like attributes, some attributes to it. It has basically 6 petals, and it's an element of fire. It's golden yellow color, and physically it's located at the aortic plexus. So basically it's where it's below your tummy button. It's where the legs meet the body. That place is where the Swadhisthana center is located. The planet for that center is Mercury, and our thumbs are the indication, give us the indication if something is wrong with the Swadhisthana. If our Swadhisthana is catching, having a problem, we are probably going to feel that on our thumbs when we meditate. Next slide, please. And so every center is responsible for our spiritual side, as well as it is responsible of our physical health. And this is just a list of the organs that Swadhisthana is responsible for. So if there is any problem with one of those organs, it's probably some problem on the subtle level with the Swadhisthana chakra, and vice versa. So if there is any subtle catch on the Swadhisthana, if you don't clear it out, it might grow into one of those problems with one of these organs that are listed here. Next slide, please. So the qualities of Swadhisthana is when we meditate, when we clear out the center, it begins to express its qualities more and more. Those are actually some good qualities. Like it gives us the knowledge of spirituality. We start understanding the teachers of the saints, all the scriptures, no matter, regardless of any particular religion, we start understanding them in depth, like what that saint meant to say, what message he was trying to convey to the humanity. Swadhisthana gives us the creativity, so we can be creative, we can create some good things. It gives us good attention, so we can concentrate and focus on all things. It gives us inspiration, So we can do our things with inspiration, and we can feel that we are not tired after doing a lot of work, like moving a lot of things and stuff, but still feeling good, not feeling exhausted when you do your work. It develops our taste for art and music and poetry, and it gives us the sense of aesthetics, so we can know what is beautiful and what is not. Because nowadays there is a lot of confusion. People call something beautiful, which is actually not. So that sense of aesthetics gives us the judgment, the ability to judge what is really beautiful, what is really auspicious, and what is really not auspicious and not beautiful. It gives us a dynamism, and well, it allows us to work and move because it's responsible for our action side, for the whole right side that we have. Next slide, please. So yeah, like I said, the qualities as they express it of Swadhisthana is strong and stable attention, peaceful mind. So we are working, we are doing things, but we remain peaceful, and we remain like uninvolved in the process. Also involved, but not obsessed. Creative attention and inspiration. Next slide, please. So overall, when we meditate and these qualities start to develop in us, it gives us the inner peace. So we remain peaceful, we become less aggressive and more calm and more stable emotionally. Our worries and doubts disappear, and the pure knowledge enhances as to what the spiritual, spiritual aspect of our life is, the pure knowledge. So basically, there is the knowledge that is definitely good for us, and we start noticing it more and more in our life. And on the physical side, it prevents the diseases. The clean, pure Swadhisthana can prevent those diseases that are listed, and even cure them. Even those diseases that are considered incurable, sometimes they just go away when the person cleans up the Swadhisthana chakra. Next slide. Yeah, can open up your artistic talents as well. Yeah. So what causes problems to the Swadhisthana is overthinking. So we need to be in control of how much we think. If we're overthinking something, we should just tell ourselves to stop. Over planning as well. Overuse, being too much of expressive, etc., is also like you're abusing your artistic quality. It's something that can catch your Swadhisthana. Following false gurus can catch Swadhisthana. So any sort of readings and watching or doing impure things, or being obsessed with something, possessed with something, with some ideas, can catch Swadhisthana really badly. Next slide. Yeah. Okay. So this lady in the picture. Her name is Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, and she gave us the knowledge of Sahaja Yoga and of this meditation. It's basically from her we start this meditation, and first people who got the realization, the experience that we are going to try really soon today. The first experience people got from this lady. So do we I would like to ask you, are there any new people who are joining for the first time? Please raise your hand or speak up. Do we have any new people? Okay, so seems like everyone is attending second time, right?
There are 2 hands raised, Handsome.
Oh, 2 hands. Okay, So in this case, let us everyone do this realization protocol together. It's going to take a few minutes only, but it's really beneficial for us. And you can do it as many times as you like. It just makes your experience stronger, makes your connection stronger. So we are going to act with our hands. You need to open your hands. Maybe I move a little bit. So you need to open your palms like this, put them on the lap. And your right hand goes on your heart. We are going to place our right hand on different places on our body. And we will say affirmations that help the chakras, the centers, to open for the first time. So the affirmations are very simple. You don't have to say them aloud. You can just repeat them in your mind. But you need to be sincere from your heart. You need to say and do everything with full desire that you have from your heart. Okay, so you can also close your eyes if you like, or you can actually look at Sri Mataji's photograph because it helps a lot to get this first experience of self-realization. So let us close our eyes if you like, and put your right hand on your heart and ask the question in your heart, Mother, am I the pure spirit? Ask that question a couple of times. Mother, am I the pure spirit? Let us put our right hand on the left abdomen, on our stomach, on the left abdomen. Here we ask the question, Mother, am I my own master? Mother, am I my own master? Put your right hand on the left side where the left leg meets the body. It's the left Swadhisthana actually. And here is the place where the pure knowledge resides. So we need to ask here. So self-realization, this spiritual energy awakening, cannot be forced on us. It's only up to our desire, up to us. So we need to desire for it and we need to ask for it. Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. So you have to ask yourself. No one is going to do it for you. Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. Now that you have asked for it, your Kundalini energy starts rising and we are following it up with our hand. Let us put our right hand again on the left abdomen. Now we should say with confidence, I am my own master. Mother, I am my own master. Let us put our right hand on our heart now. And we say here in our heart, I am the pure spirit. Mother, I am the pure spirit. I am the pure spirit. Say it genuinely in your heart. I am the pure spirit. Mother, I am the pure spirit. Now let us put our right hand on the neck on the left side, grab our neck like this and tilt the head to the right a little bit. And here we need to say, Mother, I am not guilty whatsoever. I am not guilty. This means that in present moment, we are not guilty. Anything that we have done wrong is in the past. And at the present moment, since we are the spirit, we are not guilty. We need to say that because this is why our center here is catching, not letting us get the self-realization. So we need to say that a few times. Mother, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty. Okay, let us now put our right hand on the forehead. You grab your forehead with your palm tight. The center of your palm should go to the center of your forehead and grab it tight. You can rest your head a little forward on your palm and say here, I forgive everyone. Mother, I forgive everyone. Try not to remember anyone in particular, but if someone in particular comes to mind, you can just say, I forgive that person, I forgive that person, and say, I forgive everyone. Mother, I forgive everyone. Now let us move our right hand at the back of our head here, tilt our head back like this a little bit, looking up a little. Mother, please forgive me for any mistakes I have done, knowingly or unknowingly. Mother, please forgive me. So that we are asking for forgiveness if we have done our spirit in the past or against somebody else's spirit in the past. Mother, please forgive me for any mistakes I have done, knowingly or unknowingly. Okay, now you stretch your palm like this and put the center of your palm to the fontanelle bone area. So the fontanelle bone area is which is soft for the babies. It's like 3 fingers from where your roots start, your roots of your hair. So it's like here, and you put it here. Stretch your palms or stretch your fingers. Press it a little hard and move the scalp clockwise. So you move the scalp clockwise as if the clock is on the top of your head. And here again, we need to ask, this energy, our inner spiritual energy, it respects our freedom of choice. It cannot be forced on us. So we have to ask for it and we have to pray from our heart, genuinely, full sincerity. You just say, Mother, please give me my self-realization. Mother, please give me my self-realization. Mother, please give me my self-realization. Okay, now you can lift up your hand slowly above your head a few inches, and you can look for subtle breeze, cool or warm breeze coming off your head. You may need to move your hand a little up or a little closer to your head, but you almost certainly you should be able to feel something here. You can also try that with your other hand. Just bring it above your head and move it up and down and try to feel if there is any cool or warm breeze. So now that you have done this protocol, you should be able to feel some sensations on your fingertips, on your palms. If you just bring your hands here on the chest level and ask, or just listen to what is happening. Mother, please show me what are the problems that I have in my subtle body. You might be able to feel one palm warmer than the other, or some tingling on your fingertips, or some heaviness on your fingers. These all sensations we know how to interpret in Sahaja Yoga, and there is all knowledge about it, how to treat every center and what this means, every sensation. So maybe if you keep coming, we will be happy to share that knowledge with you. So now I think Ruturaj can take over and do this Svadhisthana chakra meditation.
All right, so hello everyone and welcome to our online meditation program. So as Anton said, that Swadhisthana chakra is located at the aortic plexus, which is just above the sacrum bone and below the stomach. So just feel like the chakra is just below your abdomen, below your stomach, and in our body we have three channels. The first, the central channel, the left and right channel. Likewise, Swadhisthana chakra have its three different elements. So let's focus our attention on the Swadhisthana chakra. So for that, we can put our hands in front of the mother's picture, and the deity which resides on the Swadhisthana chakra is Sri Saraswati Brahmadev. And let's ask this mother, let's call this affirmation, focusing our attention on Swadhisthana chakra. You all can repeat after me. You don't have to mute yourself or unmute yourself. Just call out in your mind. So let's start it now. Let's put our attention. Everyone just sit calm, relax, close your eyes and take a deep breath. And everyone can say in their mind that, Mother, please give me my pure knowledge. Mother, please give me pure creativity. You can say out this 3 times, because Swadhisthana chakra is the essence of creativity and knowledge. So we all have to say, we have to say in front of Mother that, Mother, please give me pure knowledge and please give me pure creativity. We can just relax and stay calm for a few seconds. Now, everyone can put your right hand in front of Mother's picture and left hand towards the sky, towards the ether element, just like how I'm doing. Right hand in front of the picture and the left hand up in the sky towards the ether element. And here we're gonna focus our attention on the left Swadhisthana chakra. It's located just on the left side of the center Swadhisthana chakra, as I mentioned. Here we all gonna say that, Mother, by your grace, I'm the pure knowledge. We can say this 3 times. Mother, by your grace, I'm the pure knowledge. Mother, by your grace, I'm the pure knowledge. Let's meditate on the left Swadhisthana chakra for a couple of seconds. Just feel vibrations on your palms, on your fingertips. If you feel cool breezes, that's good. If you do not feel, it's all right, not a problem. Just wait for any kind of sensation or any feelings on your fingertip. Now we can put our left hand in front of Shrimataji, in front of mother's picture, and same as the right hand in front of mother's picture. And now we're gonna focus our attention on the right Swadhisthana chakra. It's located on the right channel. It's just towards the right side of the central Swadhisthana chakra. Just feel that you are focusing your attention on the right Swadhisthana chakra. Now everyone can take their left hand and put it on the liver, just on the right side of the stomach, and press it just gently press your right hand over your gently press your left hand over your liver. And here we're gonna say that, mother, you do nothing. Mother, I do nothing. You are the doer, you're the enjoyer. Mother, I do nothing. You are the doer, you're the enjoyer. Mother, I do nothing. You are the doer, you're the enjoyer. Let's sit in silent meditation state for a couple of seconds, focusing our attention on the right Swadhisthana chakra. Now everyone can take their left hand and put it in front of Shrimataji, in front of mother's picture, and everyone can still keep their eyes closed and sit in calm meditative state. The aspect of Swadhisthana chakra is pure knowledge and creativity and forgiveness. We have to say out in our mind that I forgive everyone. I forgive everyone. I forgive everyone. Let's not keep any grudges, any hatred with anyone, with no one, and just be thoughtless for some time. We can also say that, mother, please forgive me if I've trespassed anyone, and I also forgive who have trespassed against me. Just be in meditative state for a couple of more seconds. All right. So that's how we clear the Swadhisthana chakra and help us get, and that really help us get rid of all the impurities, all the catches we have on that Swadhisthana chakra, because that's really important to awaken the good qualities of the Swadhisthana chakra, as Anton mentioned, within us, and this techniques do really help us to get rid of all the catches on the Swadhisthana chakra. Now, moving on, we're gonna hear a small talk on this chakra by Mother, and here Emily would like to share the screen, and let's all listen to a small talk by our Mother, and here we will also get few understanding about what exactly it is, and that's what we can gain knowledge from.
I talk to you about the subtle centers which exist within our being. The knowledge of this was known to Indians, to many Indian seers, thousands of years back, but they did not disclose it. There were two types of people who became aware of the higher powers of nature. One of them were the people who thought that we may be able to excite the nature itself. So they started worshipping all the 5 elements through the Veda mantras and all that. They tried to awaken the 5 mantras, the result of which we see today is the manifestation of science, that they have been able to harness the energy of those 5 elements. The second type of people who became aware that there must be some force which is giving us evolution. They started singing the praise of God in bhakti and requesting God to incarnate on this earth. These were the bhakti margis. That is how in the Virata, in the primordial being, there are 2 forces as are in the human beings, as I told you yesterday. One is the emotional force, which is the bhakti, which gives us existence. This is the force through which the whole universe was conceived, was desired, and in our Sahaja Yoga terminology, it is called as the Mahakali Shakti. On the right side of the Virat, as we have in the human beings, is the power of action, where he uses all the 5 elements to create, is the power of Mahasaraswati, according to Sahaja Yoga terminology. The third force that did not operate so openly started thousands and thousands of years back in this country, where people started giving Ishvara Pranidhan, which is the basic of Hatha Yoga. That is to establish Ishvara within. First, the Ishvara must be established. The light of your spirit, your Atma, must be awakened. And then the cleansing must be done. And people must be established into their self-realization. This line of action was taken for very, very few people, extremely few. So much so that after Buddha, when Viditama, his one of disciples, went to Japan, he started a cult called as Zen, which is the same as Sahaja Yoga. And they are mentioned that in 6 centuries, they had only 26 Kashyapas, means the ones who were realized. Even Indra was given realization. Even Brahmadeva was given realization. So it extends up to the date when Brahmadeva was created out of Sri Narayana, Sri Vishnu. To us, all these deities are mythological things. Actually, they became mythological Because when people started talking about the flower in which the honey was, people started worrying about the flower. They were more worried about the flower than the honey. So then the people came up, like Buddha and Mahavira, who said, better not talk about the flower at all. If you talk about the flower, people get stuck up at that point. They go discussing, arguing, and also getting into rituals which were dead, just trying to do some sort of a dead work. And the progress of their being was completely obliterated, and they could not go any further. It was then desired that something should be done to overcome this hurdle of human beings by which he gets stuck up to forms. So many people on this earth came as gurus, as real gurus. The manifestation of this great principle of primordial master, as I told you yesterday, is called as Dattatreya, came on this earth many a times, and they tried to establish within us our sustenance, our dharma, with this central force of evolution. Only through by establishment of sustenance that we can evolve. As I told you yesterday about carbon, has its own sustenance. Gold has its own sustenance, that gold is not tarnishable. In the same way, human beings have their own sustenance. These gurus came on this earth to establish that sustenance within us. All of them are the incarnation of the same spirit. Like Raja Janaka, he came as Nanaka. Also, Muhammad Sahib was the same personality, absolutely the same personality as Guru Nanak. There is no difference in their personality, just the same. That's why Guru Nanaka came on this earth to tell people that you should not find on this basis of Hindu and Muslims. Because he realized, as Muhammad Sahib, that he had done a mistake to tell people that all human beings are just the same, and one should not force things in this manner. Actually, the whole thing gets perverted as soon as the disciples take the place of the gurus. Thus, we had the middle path built in by the gurus in the center of our being, as shown there, as called as the void. The first chakra I told you about is the center of innocence. It is bestowed upon by the deity of Sri Ganesh. These gurus did not talk of the deities too much because, as I told you, people were talking more about the flower than about the honey. So they said, talk about the Nirakar, talk about the formless, by which people will pay their attention to the formless. But still it became talk and talk and talk. When they talked about the flower, people got stuck up with the talk about the flower. And when they talked about the Nirakara and formless, they got stuck up with that. So human beings are such that they get stuck up with their thoughts, which are limited, coming from a limited area of their intelligence and their rationality. So what was rational became a problem for saints to give realization. So there was again a revival at the time of Shankaracharya. Again, Nanaka came and talked of Nirakara. Like that, they were trying to bring the people closer to reality by telling them, now forget this, now take to this. Or forget this, take to this. Somehow that by giving up things, they might be able to reach the reality. Now, the center of Muladhara is the center, is the Muladhara chakra. One has to understand the importance of this center being separated from Muladhara itself. Muladhara is the place where the Kundalini sits, is in the sacrum. is in the bone called sacrum. Sacrum means sacred. That means even in Latin language, it was called as a sacred bone. That means they knew that there was something sacred holy about this bone. It is said that when the body burns, the whole body burns, but seldom this bone burns. And if it burns, it requires very tremendous heat. This triangular bone had this power within us, which is the power of Kundalini, which creates the whole being, still it remains the whole. That's why it is called as a residual power of Kundalini. Now this Kundalini resides there for ages together, and it comes back with you whenever you are born again. She is your mother. She has been your eternal mother. She is your individual mother. You do not share her motherhood with anybody else. She is the one who has loved you all your life, and she is anxiously waiting for a moment when she can give your second birth, your Punarjan. Now, such a Kundalini, how can she be dangerous? Many people have told me that they have read some books which says that Kundalini awakening is a very dangerous thing. I have also seen some of the very, very books written so big as that, with such ignorance, saying that Kundalini is in the stomach. I was surprised that when you don't know anything about it, why should you write? Kundalini is not there. She is in the Muladhara, and the Muladhara chakra is protecting the Muladhara. You can see with your naked eyes when you come to Sahaja Yoga, the pulsation of the Kundalini in the triangular bone, if there is an obstruction above. But if there is no obstruction, the Kundalini just shoots off. Now, this Ganesha chakra is very important, as I told you yesterday, because the first thing that God created was innocence, and this innocence is Sri Ganesha. It's so delicate. It's like a flower. If you try to play about with your innocence, Ganesha just gets angry with you, or he sleeps on. Now, these people who have described the Kundalini being troublesome or coming up as a lightning or giving you kriyas, as I told you yesterday, are the people who are naive. They don't know how to handle the Kundalini. And that's how they have made mistakes. By committing these mistakes, they have become so popular. People like the people who have committed mistakes and telling something wrong. All these things happen because you have no idea as to how to handle the Kundalini. It is Ganesha who gets angry, not the Kundalini. It is he sitting down there informs the Kundalini that now you can rise because there is somebody who has the authority to raise you. Now, Sri Ganesha is a very important deity within us. Sri Ganesha is made by Mother Earth. Mother Earth has created. Mother Earth has got the power within itself as magnetism. Magnetism is the power of Mother Earth. This magnetism within us resides as Sri Ganesha. We too have this magnetism within us. The birds have this magnetism within them. The fishes have this magnetism within them. When the birds fly all the way from Siberia to India, how do they do it? How do they know the direction, which way to fly? They have this magnet within themselves, and that's how they can fly. They are innocent. Animals are innocent. Only the human beings have the freedom to completely destroy his or her innocence. A person who is absolutely innocent has a great sense of direction. As soon as he is misdirected, immediately he knows where it is wrong. But once the Kundalini awakens, he gets a direction so enlightened within him that immediately he knows within himself that this man is not a religious person. This man is a thug. This man is a good person, or this man is a realizer. This center is very important for all of us. By God's grace, India has got a speciality as far as Sri Ganesha is concerned. As I told you yesterday, that Indians on the whole are innocent people. On the whole, they are innocent. But we have really tried to destroy it by getting sophisticated and over-intelligent. This center is to preserve and to be maintained through Sahaja Yoga practice after realization. There are certain asanas which are to be done. There are certain mantras that are to be recited to keep this center all right.
So this is what Sri Mataji teaches about the Swadhisthana chakra, and we have just listened a short excerpt of one of her public talks that she gave about this chakra. And in fact, Sri Mataji gave thousands of public programs, and she traveled around the world, and she never charged money for this work. She was telling people about their centers, the chakras, about this experience of Kundalini awakening. And everyone who organizes this tour and the program, we all follow Sri Mataji's teaching, and we meditate every day, and we gather for meditations as well. We have some web resources that Emily is going to share in the chat. There is a West Coast Meditation Tour website, and also a YouTube channel where you can find the recording of today's session, as well as other recordings of other sessions. And generally, Sahaja Yoga is there almost in every, I think it's safe to say in every country of the world nowadays. And in at least every big city, there is some number of people who practice Sahaja Yoga meditation. So if you're interested, you'll be able to find a center for Sahaja Yoga, or a group of people who do Sahaja Yoga near you. Just feel free to contact one of us or contact the organizers of the tour. We will be happy to direct you to the right place. Depending on where you live, we can figure out something for you. I think thank you very much, everyone, for joining in tonight. And we are looking forward to seeing you again in our next sessions. If you'd like, please go and check out some information about the tour that is going on right now. And if you leave on the route of the tour, there are actually two different routes they are taking, and they are stopping by in different towns and given programs like physically present there. So you might be able to attend one of those as well. Well, thank you very much. Is there anything to add, Emily?
Yeah, thank you, Anton. Thank you, Ruturit. If there is any question, we're happy to take them. Otherwise, if you have to go, feel free to check out the YouTube channel for the previous sessions and for the recording of this one, if you would like to meditate at home by yourself. And we hope to see you tomorrow at the same time, 7:30 p.m.